In a distant corner of a far-off galaxy, a race of protoplasmic creatures receives telepathic sensor reports indicating a huge buildup of protoculture on an insignificant planet in the fourth quadrant of the known universe. Responding to this important message, the Invid Regis, the supreme ruler of a race of alien parasites, sends her entire civilization on a crusade to locate and harvest the fruit of their flowers of life. The location happens to be the Earth, and the reason for the large buildup of protoculture is directly attributable to the final battle of the Second Robotech War. The Regis wastes no time in calling for a complete invasion of the planet. Within a matter of minutes, the Invid have turned the already devastated planet into a wasteland. The armies of the Southern Cross, weary from constant battles with the Robotech masters, are no match for the inspired, battle-hungry Invid. The once proud planet has been turned into a slave colony to harvest and process protoculture, the lifeblood of the Invid. A contingent of interstellar ships from Admiral Rick Hunter's expeditionary mission, which was sent to discover the home world of the Robotech masters, responds to the newest crisis on Earth, a tactic which is hoped will be the start of an offensive to regain control of the Earth, a planet none of these newest Robotech defenders has seen in nearly 20 years.
Marlene?
Scott.
Will you marry me? Well, will you?
It is a bit sudden.
What?
You'll have to speak to my father first. Or perhaps even my... Mama?
Marlene, you've got to be kidding. It's now or never.
Default operation in T-minus 7 minutes and counting. All wing commanders report to bridge for debriefing and combat
I'm so
assignment.
excited. I can hardly wait to see what Earth looks like after all these years.
Why? We were all bored out in deep space on a Robotech ship.
Don't you have any interest whatever in your home planet? After all, it is the place where your ancestors were born.
As far as I'm concerned, Earth is just another planet that's been invaded by hungry Invids.
Spoken like a true romantic.
Somehow I can't get romantic about the Invid grubbing around the old homestead for protoculture.
You're disgusting.
Alpha Group is just about ready for launching, Commander.
Very good. Most of you know what I'm about to say, but for those who don't know what this war is all about, it's simply this. The Invid became aware of a large supply of active protoculture on our home planet and moved to retrieve it with hostile and murderous intent. As the first generation of a new breed of Robotech warriors, equipped with highly advanced weapons systems, Admiral Hunter has called on us to spearhead a vast military operation with the firm intention to invade and reclaim our ancestral homeland.
Earth orbit in 3 minutes, Commander. Placing visual display on monitor screen, sir.
Magnification.
So that's what Earth looks like.
Excuse me, just a minute, sir. What was that flashing in the northeast sector?
Intensify magnification.
It must be the reflex point, headquarters of the Invid Regis. There's an armed force coming toward us from there.
I'll prepare to repel.
2 minutes to contact, sir.
All sections ready.
Preparing. Defense forces are engaged, sir.
The automatic navigator is off.
All communication systems are normal, and the signal from Admiral Hunter's flagship is attack with 1st Combat Squadron immediately.
Our enemy is rapidly advancing on us, and we're as ready as we're ever going to be. So get those Veritech fighters in the air right now.
We are in Earth orbit, Commander. 1 minute from contact.
Good. It's up to you now, Bernard.
Thank you, sir.
50 seconds in closing, sir.
Scott,
Steady as you go.
Huh?
please take this with you. It's a holo message to bring you good luck.
Thank you, sweetheart. Sir.
Goodbye, sweetheart. And here's a token of my undying love.
Knock it off, will ya?
What's the matter, Marlene? Don't you know absence makes a hot girl fonder?
Oh, I don't know how it could.
Don't let him bug you, Marlene.
Oh, come back, my Scott.
All Veritech fighters, prepare for launch.
The main engine and booster are in top shape, sir. Good luck and good hunting.
Thanks, pal, and I'll be seeing you Earthside. This is Commander Bernard of the 21st Combat Squadron, Mars Division. Condition is green, and we're go for launch.
The flight bay is open. You're cleared for launch, Commander.
Mars Division attack wing, let's do it. look alive. Once we join up with the main formation, I want eyes open and hands on the trigger. Got it?
Roger.
Let's go.
All wing commanders, maintain loose battle formation. Be prepared to break off for individual combat at first sign of enemy hostility. It shouldn't be long in coming.
And here they are. Okay, you guys, peel off on my signal. Yeah, I think they're getting hostile. Commence firing! This mode, we're sitting ducks. They're outmaneuvering us. All Mars Division Veritech switch to Battloid mode immediately.
Another squadron of enemy fighters is rapidly approaching from Delta Sector, sir.
Launch the next wave of Veritechs.
Oh, Scott!
Don't worry, honey. They won't be bothering anybody again.
We must start our final approach through Earth's atmosphere. Our thermal energy shields are already seriously drained.
Roger, sir. I'll escort you.
Outside temperature is rising, Commander, and gravity pull is becoming more intense.
Scott, look out! There are several bandits approaching at 2 o'clock high.
I see them. Well, I guess that just about takes care of them.
Scott, we must try and slip through and hit the reflex point before they make another attack. Understood?
Roger, sir. Entrance azimuth is 1211. I am now changing mode for orbital deviation.
Our outer skin temperature is rising dangerously, Commander.
Commander, you're entering the atmosphere too quickly. You're going to tear the ship apart.
It can't be helped, Scott. We can't withstand another attack.
You've got to pull out. That ship wasn't built for this kind of gravitational pull.
Sir, the reserve thermal energy shields are now completely exhausted.
Engage retro rockets.
Yes, sir. I am now engaging retro rockets 3 and 4. Sir, the starboard aileron is torn loose.
I'd better slow down myself or I'll be decorating a big part of the landscape down there. Commander! Pull out! Oh no! More invids straight ahead! Commander, look out! There's got to be some way to prevent this! Marlene! Pull out, please! Pull out! No! Marlene! Cool green hills of home, huh? Well, Admiral Hunter, I'm afraid the Earth's native splendor is lost on me. There are too many places here for an enemy to hide. Give me a scorched Martian desert any day. What's that? Somebody out there? Oh boy, rabbits. What's happening to me? Marlene and everything I love gone up in smoke? Now I'm losing my nerve. I guess it figures. Now what? Even the sky's dumping on me. Wait a minute. I know what this is. Of course. This must be that rain that Admiral Hunter was always talking about. It's amazing. It's water falling out of the sky. Now what's happening? I can't stand it. What am I doing on this terrible planet? Oh, Marlene.
Scott, my darling, I know it isn't much, but I thought you'd get a kick out of this trinket. I'm looking forward to living the rest of my life with you. I can't wait till this conflict is all behind us, till we meet again, my love.
Oh, Marlene. I mustn't keep torturing myself like this. This is insane. I've got to concentrate on the mission. This weather can't last forever. I suppose the Earth could be tolerable, as long as there isn't any of that electricity shooting out of the sky. Well, let's see about breaking out that new emergency vehicle. Now. It's time, my love. Concentrate on the mission. Many brave people died for it.
If only one of you survived the invasion, you must find the Invid reflex point and destroy it along with their queen, the Regis.
All right, Commander. Apparently only one of us did survive. But I'll carry out the mission until Admiral Hunter makes it back to get rid of the Invid. Yeah, if I can remember how to get into the Cyclone's battle armor, we'll be ready to move out. Boy, those Robotech engineers sure knew what they were doing when they designed this stuff. It's almost as versatile as the Alpha Fighter, and a whole lot easier to use. Oh, that's that. Now let's get on with evening the score a bit with that Regis and her Invid horde. Would you look at that? Who says there's no Martian landscape on Earth? Boy, I never heard Admiral Hunter brag about anything like this. It's almost as vast as Venus.
Scott Bernard sets off on a lonely voyage of discovery across the silent remains of a once great planet. Little does he realize, however, that in a short time, his quest to defeat the Invid will get help in the form of a young resistance fighter named Ram.
This looks interesting. Let's see what kind of treasures are lurking inside this techno junk heap. There's bound to be some parts I can find a use for. Let's see.
The worst thing about being a lone survivor is the memories that survive with you. If it were only possible to make your mind a complete blank, but you can't, and the people you loved are more frightening ghosts than anything your imagination can come up with. And you can't outrun them.
Wish I had a light. Now where? Ow! Oh! 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 This is unbelievable. I'll be darned. A Robotech Cyclone Rider. What a beauty! I heard about him, but I never thought I'd see one. Hope it works. All right! It purrs like a kitten. Huh? A patrol of Invid troopers. Hey, why don't you watch what you're doing? Okay, but I'm gonna be submitting a bill for damages. All right, you'll be hearing from my lawyer. Would you look at how this cyclone moves? Just let me know if you're getting tired. Huh? Oh, no! These creeps are coming out of the woodwork. I'm surrounded. No way out. Uh-oh.
Looks like I'm gonna get a workout sooner than I thought.
Huh? Am I dreaming or what?
Just relax, friend. I'll take over from here.
Well, you guys sure are ugly. Now, let's see if you can fight. Sorry. Better luck next time. Now.
Uh-oh.
Sorry. Here I am. You need glasses. Okay, time to stop fooling around. It's all over.
Huh?
They're not really as tough as they look, are they, partner?
Oh, man, you're really something else in a battle.
It's really the cyclone.
Yeah. Quite a rig.
Listen.
Wow. It's the first time I've ever actually ridden one of these babies.
Look, I need some information. Can you help me?
I bet I can modify this to go twice the speed.
I have to locate the Invid reflex point. Is it anywhere near here that you know
Wow,
of?
look at that control setup. I can't wait to try out all these gadgets.
Yeah. Now, look, if you could just tell me where the Invid headquarters is. Listen to me. I'm asking you a question.
Hey, do I look like some kind of travel agent? I don't know anything about Invid headquarters. I hate those creeps.
Look, I'm sorry. They wiped out an entire combat wing of the reconnaissance forces sent by Admiral Hunter. That's the reason I'm looking for them.
Hunter?
Uh-huh. That's right. I'm the only survivor, too.
Huh? Okay, look, I'll do anything I can to help.
Scott, my darling, I know it isn't much, but I thought you'd get a kick out of this trinket. I'm looking forward to living the rest of my life with you. I can't wait till this conflict is all behind us. Till we meet again, my love.
Hey, that's great. Is that your girl?
Yeah. My girl.
In the middle of a wasteland, the first tiny step is taken, the beginning of the new generation in the fight to win back the Earth. In the next episode of Robotech, Rand and Scott Bernard start a dangerous journey, which will lead them into the very heartland of the Invid Empire. They are planning to pick up supplies and rebel fighters who are eager to join them in their struggle to defeat the Invid. But the intrepid pair are unaware of the traps that the alien invaders and their frightened slaves have prepared. Swift destruction for anyone foolish enough to try and defeat the all-powerful Invid Regis and her army of shock troops. Be watching next time for The Lost City, the next exciting chapter in the amazing saga of Robotech. In the last episode of Robotech, the Earth was invaded by a race of aliens calling themselves the Invid. They have come to the Earth to cultivate its vast supplies of protoculture, a multi-purpose energy source and foodstuff which is of prime importance to their race. Without protoculture, the Invid colony would wither and die. With enough, their race could grow and become the most powerful in the universe. Their invasion and conquest of the Earth was swift and complete. A huge interstellar fleet was sent to Earth by Admiral Rick Hunter to appraise the situation and test the strengths of this new alien threat. The test ended in failure, as the Invid met the challenge of these new Robotech defenders with swift and conclusive action. Few of these defenders survived the Invid attack. One survivor, Scott Bernard, decided that even if it meant his own destruction, that he must carry out his orders to find and destroy the Invid's main base, a complex hive known as Reflex Point. Luckily, Scott finds that he is not alone, and together with a new ally, begins a journey which will lead them to civilization and the potential for aid in their underground war to defeat the Invid overlords.
Ken, please don't go back. Don't leave me like this.
You knew you'd have to leave from the start.
I can't. I won't. I can't. Don't
Annie,
go.
cut
I
it out.
won't. I
Stop
can't. Please, Ken.
Cut it out! Don't you see I have no choice? This whole thing is just as hard for me as it is for you, Annie. Please try to understand. Nobody who comes from the outside can stay for more than a little while, remember? And if I left here, I could never come back.
Well, in that case, Ken, run away with me someplace and we'll start our own family in our own town.
Quit giving me a hard time. I'm not going with you, and that's that.
You're the most mean and heartless man I've ever known.
Feels good to be back on the road. What's the problem? You in a hurry or something?
I want to head up towards the city. We may get a couple of good leads there.
Then go by yourself.
Aw, come on. I'll show you how to convert to Cyclone armor. Or are you just too chicken?
Hey, pal, why would I ever want to convert into that mecha? This armored cyclone system is all that I'll be needing. Make up your mind. You heading for the city or not?
Well, I'm just headed where I'm headed. That's all.
Well, get off my tail.
Crazy bump, somebody could have got killed.
Yeah, you're right. Sorry about that. Listen, could you tell me...
Hey, wait a minute. Don't tell me you're part of Admiral Hunter's Earth Defense expedition.
Yes, as a matter of fact. I'm looking for others that may have made an emergency bailout to Earth. Have you seen anyone?
Huh?
If you have, please tell me.
No, I haven't seen him. But before I go, I want to give you some advice.
No, wait, please. Don't go
It's
yet.
better if you go back where you came from.
What? Why?
Hey, mister, don't tell anybody who you are. You'll be sorry.
Don't talk to that man.
What's going on around here? Hey, Rand, you coming or not? Let's go!
Hey!
Robotech soldiers, here to destroy us! Eliminate them! Eliminate them!
Don't be ridiculous. What do you want from me, Annie? You want me to leave my family and my home and never be able to come back?
Well, maybe.
Annie, why don't you go back home where there are people waiting for you who love you? I'm sure they're all worried about where you are.
Never mind about me. I can find my own way. You men are all a dime a dozen, and I don't need a single one of you. Please, Ken, please, please.
Let go of my arm.
Hey, kid, what's the matter? You hurt?
Huh? I'm not a kid, so beat it, bud.
Huh? Well, pardon my asking.
Have you seen any soldiers pass this way? I was with the Robotech Expeditionary Force.
Come with me.
You mean they're here?
Of course. And you can come too, Annie.
I take back what I said.
Huh? Listen up, Ken. What do you think about helping us find some food around this place? We're both starving.
Follow me.
Oh, Ken, you've made me so happy. I promise I'm gonna be the best girlfriend you've ever had.
As they follow Ken into town, Rand and Scott stare in awe at the devastation that surrounds them. Downed space cruisers, broken bioroids, and the scorched hulks of Zentradi battle pods litter an otherwise peaceful lake. The streets are still lined with rubble and debris from the last Robotech war, and the remnants of a once proud civilization stare suspiciously from the ruins above. Visitors are rare, and the shadow of the Invid hangs over everything.
These are Robotech soldiers! They were with the Expeditionary Force against the Invid! They're looking for their friend! I was thinking of taking them to the other island! As you can see, folks around these parts are sort of quiet and conservative. They're always a little suspicious at first when new people come into town, but don't worry, they'll soon get used to you. Come on.
We're right behind you.
The other island, the only means of getting on or off, is one thin bridge, the only way across the lake and over the creatures that dwell in it.
Eliminate them! They are intruders!
There it is. If any of your friends have come through here, they'll have been taken over to the other island.
Thanks a lot, Ken.
Annie, you show these guys around the other island, and I'll go talk to the town elders about you staying here, okay?
Uh-huh. Ken?
Yes.
Bye-bye, sweet thing.
And don't forget about that food.
Yeah. See you later.
Now, if you gentlemen will just follow me.
Wait a minute.
Huh?
Hop on, and I'll take you.
Okay.
Good. This thing really moves, so hold on.
Please forgive me.
Detect active matrix!
This is Lieutenant Commander Scott Bernard of the 21st Armored Tactical Assault Corps, and I'm looking for any survivors that may have been forced down in battle. If you can hear my voice, please respond. Is anybody there? I just want to talk. Yeah. Wait just 1 second. What the heck is going on here anyway? There are hover tanks in that mess. And cyclones. This isn't a junk pile, it's a graveyard. Huh? Rand, look at that.
Oh, what does it mean?
It means I smell a rat and it's got your boyfriend's face.
What?
Huh?
Scott, we're really stuck!
Now how are we gonna get away?
Huh? Invid! Watch out! We're surrounded! Take off!
was your boyfriend who led us there? He delivered us right into their hands like cattle to the slaughter.
That's a lie! Ken would never do anything like that! Never!
Rand, you better get the kid out of here. I'm changing to Cyclone armor and see if I can lure them away.
You got it.
What the heck are you waiting for? Get out of here, now!
Yeah, let's go!
It's my turn at bat, my fine friends, now!
There's gotta be a trick to this thing somehow.
Yeah, sure. Come on already! Can't you hurry up?
I wish I would've let Scott explain this thing.
What?
Forget it! Lousy bike!
How come that thing doesn't change?
I'm trying, okay? Hey kid, don't run off! Where are you going?
Well, I'm gonna go and find Ken and get him to tell me once and for all why he went and sold us out to the Invids! You don't like it? Tough!
Hey, wait a minute! Come back here! It's much too dangerous for you to be running around! Annie!
Huh? Leave me alone!
Alright, that's it.
Help! Get off of me, you monster! You men are all like,
Annie! What are you talking about?
Now I'm really mad!
You just can't take that girl anyplace. Well, I'm glad of one thing. At least she's fighting on our side. Hey, watch where you point that thing! Oh, no! What?
I want to thank you, soldier, for saving our lives. Huh? Hey, wait! Wait!
Help! I'm sorry, this is all my fault.
You may not know what they look like, but at least we know they bleed. Who was that girl? And how do I find her again?
Oh, Scott, we both did what we could, but it just wasn't enough.
Now what are we going to do, Rand?
Annie, you must forgive me. I only did it to save the others. If we stood up to the Invid, all the people in the city would be totally wiped out.
So you cooked up this scheme to sacrifice us so you could save yourselves from the Invid?
That's right. You've got to leave here.
But...
I'm sorry, but we don't want any soldiers in this town. Get out now!
Well, was it something we said?
There is nothing funny about the situation, young man. I am in deadly earnest. Nobody here even wanted your Robotech expeditionary force, and if it weren't for you soldiers, we'd still be living in peace. Now why don't you just pack it up?
Why, don't you realize that without any kind of resistance, you've got no hope?
We know, but we still want you to leave.
Terrific. You're just gonna sit back and relax and let the Invid keep control of the Earth.
Our fighting the Invid will only aggravate the whole situation. All we want to do is live in peace, even if it means doing without freedom. Look, anybody who hasn't seen it our way has already left.
I'll bet.
Now, will you please go?
Why, you...
Scott, wait a minute. Don't hurt him. Can't you see in their own way they're right? Nothing we do will ever change the way they think. Look at them.
Oh, I don't believe what I'm seeing here. You people make me sick. Well, I've got one thing left to say, and it's that I'm not the only one fighting the Invid. There are others who aren't ready to roll over and play dead for them. You got that?
I'm not exactly your basic hero type, but if there's anyone I can't stand, it's someone who is willing to sell his neighbors down the river just to save his own miserable skin.
And that goes for me, too. I wouldn't want to live in this rotten town anyway. Okay, Rand. Let her rip.
You okay, Annie?
Yeah, I suppose so.
Well, that turned out pretty badly, didn't it? What do we do now? Any ideas?
Somehow or other, I've got to find the reflex point.
That again? Ever since we got together, you've been talking about this reflex thing as though it were the most important thing in the whole universe.
It is.
What? You know what your problem is? You don't know how to communicate with people. Wouldn't you have been a lot happier back up in space with your girlfriend? Come on, Scott, I was just kidding about it.
Oh, lay off, will ya?
Oh.
Huh?
Marlene's dead.
Huh?
Oh, he never told you?
Not one word about it. I understand.
I know how he feels. To be the woman so many men dream of, yet so unlucky in love, has made me very sensitive to this sort of thing.
Hey, well, come on. Rand, if we don't get a move on, we're gonna lose track of Scott.
Huh? Don't you want to go back to your darling Ken?
I have a feeling that my next fiancé will be the last one. Hey, let's get moving!
Aye, aye, Captain. Hang on!
Yippee!
As Rand, Annie, and Scott turn their backs forever on the city and the lake, they speed toward a new adventure and hopefully victory against the Invid. In the next episode of Robotech, Scott Bernard and his growing band of resistance fighters try to avoid capture by the persistent Invid scouts who patrol the wastelands on the outskirts of their foreign empire. Reaching a small outpost of struggling humanity on the outer edge of the Invid domain, Scott, Rand, and Annie try to blend into the local scene. They attend a special live club concert staged by Yellow Dancer, a famous rock star who has followed in the footsteps of Lin Min Mei. But in the unpredictable world of these new Robotech defenders, things are not always as they seem. Be sure to be watching next time for the startling revelations in Lonely Soldier Boy, the next thrill-packed chapter in the amazing story of Robotech.
I can't escape it. And I thought I'd never be fighting again.
episode, Scott and Rand befriended Annie, a young girl orphaned by the tragic events of the recent Robotech wars. Together, these three were led into an ambush by humans, willing to sell out their own people to the Invids for a hollow promise of protection and continued freedom. For a time, it appeared as though the three Robotech defenders were doomed. It was only through the intervention of a mysterious cyclone rider that the trio was finally able to escape and continue on their mission to destroy Reflex Point. Miles away, in a desolate village, a handful of humans attempt to recapture some of the excitement which has been missing in their drab existence by attending a concert performed by Yellow Dancer, a popular rock star following in the footsteps of Lin Min Mei.
Seems like the night would not end. Can you pretend that you're really not alone? You're out here on your own. Only soldier boy. You're out here on your
Meanwhile, on the outskirts of this rubble-strewn city, the skies are alive with Invid scouts who are constantly patrolling the area for any signs of resistance fighters who might pose a threat to the Invid plans of world domination.
Intruders detected in southwest quadrant. Deploy scout team.
What a disaster area!
It sure is a mess.
Well, our Invid friends aren't famous for picking up after themselves. They're responsible for this.
Come on, it's not all their fault. These folks could have cleaned up their city if they really wanted to. The fact that they didn't means they're really just a bunch of lazy slop.
You country boys do things differently, I suppose.
Yeah, now that you mention it. At least we have enough self-respect to keep our homes from becoming pigsties like this town.
But these people have been devastated by war. Can you really blame them?
It wouldn't kill them to sweep up once in a while.
Oh, stop it. This dump isn't that bad. But boy, what do you think they do for fun around here?
They probably sit around and watch their floorboards warp.
I guess I'm just not in the mood at all.
Hey, babyface. Yeah, you with the microphone. Me and my friends don't like your music. It stinks. You hear? It's garbage. It ain't music.
Well, why don't you give these people a sample of what you consider music?
I'll give them a sample. Oh, yeah?
There, now we're even. So how about calling it quits, huh, fellas? Tag team wrestling isn't scheduled until Saturday night. We wouldn't want to mess up the schedule, would we? Golly, I've enjoyed our little dancing lesson. But if it's all the same to you, they're paying me to sing. After the show, we can pick up where we left off. You could use some work on your foxtrot. And if you're very good, I'll even teach you to rumba.
Gentlemen, if you can't control yourself, I'm going to have to ask you...
Hey, mind your own business, Gramps.
Oh, yes, of course.
Gee, you guys sure have guts. Think you can handle her all by yourselves?
Hey, sweetheart, take my advice and keep out of this, or you'll be next.
Maybe if two of you held her down while the others ran for reinforcements, then you might have a chance.
Oh, a comedian. It's too bad me and the boys have terrible senses of humor. So, we're gonna make you sorry you ever said that. Stand aside, boys. She's mine.
Hey, you almost killed me.
Well, come at me again and let's see if I can get it right. Okay with you?
I think the baboon's overmatched.
Stop laughing!
Shut up, all of you.
Huh? It's her.
Who?
You know her? She's the one who helped us out the other day. You remember the girl on the cyclone?
Oh, yeah. Well, what are we waiting for?
Leave her alone, Rand.
What?
I happen to be a pretty good judge of these things. She can handle herself.
But they'll kill her.
I don't think so, Annie.
What are you waiting for? Stop prancing around like an idiot. Just get her, will ya? Get her!
Wow! Hey, wait a second.
May I have this dance?
Give me that, you wimp. You can bid a fond farewell to that pretty face of yours, sister. Hold her tight.
Hold it. Just a minute.
Duck!
Hey, I'm gonna smash you for that.
Just try it, caveman. All right, get out of here, all of you.
Okay, buddy, but this ain't over yet, I promise you.
Why'd you have to butt in?
What the?
I guess there's just no pleasing some people.
Talk about a swelled head. Jeepers.
Well, I'm grateful for your help.
Wow, it can't be! Oh boy, I don't believe it! Listen, I know it's silly, but would you give me your autograph?
It would be my pleasure.
It's not for me, you see. It's for, well, it's for my kid sister.
Of course, they always are.
Huh?
Hey, Scott, that's Yellow Dancer. Haven't you ever heard of her?
No, Annie, I'm afraid I haven't. I'm sorry, who were those thugs anyway?
Oh, just the usual riffraff. That kind seems to be just about everywhere nowadays.
Yes, but what about the local authorities? Have you thought of asking them to do something?
You don't understand. Hoodlums like those are the local authorities.
How many of them are there, Long?
Too many.
This is terrific. There's nothing like a little manhunt to pick you up when you're feeling down. I think we got him now.
Come on, Kevin, hurry up!
Follow me, boys.
Help me, Long!
You again. You're really getting on my nerves.
Hold it. One more inch and I'll ventilate you and your buddies so fast it'll make your empty head swim. All right, boys, back to the swamp. The party's over.
Okay, big guy. Hey, Lunk, if you want to see your friend, come on out to the ranch. If you got the guts, that is.
Who's this friend of yours he was talking about?
Just stay out of it, will ya?
Hey, Lunk, you're not just gonna walk away. We gotta go save him. We can't just leave him hanging out like that.
Hey, you're unbelievable, you know that?
What?
A friend like you, a guy doesn't really need any enemies, does he?
Lunk, what's the matter?
All right. Where's this ranch he was talking about? How far is it from here?
About 5 miles.
Now wait just a second, Scott. Have you gone crazy? You're not seriously considering going out to that ranch, are you?
I would advise against it. That ranch is more like a fortress. You don't stand a chance.
Hey, wait for me! Slow down! What's the big hurry?
Lunk?
Okay, let's go.
Really?
I won't let those bums make a monkey out of me.
Atta boy.
You're right, Spider. Kevin's our friend. We just can't leave him out there. Does anyone have any wheels we can use? I'm willing to rent them.
No, Lunk. Go ahead and take mine, and don't worry about paying. It's free of charge.
Ha! Thanks, Mac.
Hey, my name's Annie. Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
Are you married by any chance?
What? Married? Why, no!
You lucky boy!
Jeez.
I just found the man of my dreams.
Like an improvised posse out of the Old West, the hastily assembled crew thunders out of town to rescue Lunk's captured comrade. In a matter of minutes, they have reached their objective, and as they gun their engines and roar onto the ranch, they spot the ominous proof that their arrival was not unexpected. In this lawless time, the old adage, might makes right, is more true than ever. There are no police, no courts of law, and justice is often obtained only by a clenched fist or at the end of a gun. As Scott Bernard stares across the grassy slopes before him, he knows that this is the first battle in a desperate campaign against the tides of anarchy which threaten to engulf the earth.
No offense, Spider, but I can handle this thing better with just me on it.
Okay, but be careful, will you?
Forget it. I'm tired of being careful.
I can't figure why you came. You've got no stake in this. Listen, mister, I've got just as much reason to be here as you.
Rand, be sure not to fire your proton cannon, no matter what, okay? I don't want any of these goons getting injured.
Yeah, gotcha.
It'd be no great loss if you ask me.
When I was a kid, I saw a movie that was just like this. The good guys and the bad guys each waiting for the other to make the first move. It was called something like Shootout at the Someplace or Other.
I can't believe it. Is that all you can think about at a time like this?
Hey, get off my back. It was a great film.
Hey, Lunky Boy, I can hear your knees knocking together. Listen, things are gonna start getting ugly in a second, so you better take off now while you still got a chance to save your skin. It wouldn't be the first time, would it, Lunk? You got a history of running away, boy. Fact is, I think the Army wants to talk to you about that.
Huh?
Hey, what's the matter? I'm right, ain't I?
You know nothing about it, you little rat punk.
I'm sorry I blew your cover, buddy. I forgot you're too modest to brag about your military record.
What are you trying to prove?
I'm not trying to prove nothing, but you see, the Invid hate soldiers, and since we don't like them much ourselves, we decided to help out by knocking off any we came across.
Hand over your prisoner, and we promise we'll leave you alone.
We might just make you part of today's quota, soldier boy.
Listen, we ain't picky, so either you back off or we blow you away.
And believe me, we got the firepower to do it, with room to spare. So I'm warning you and your little friends, just stay out of this.
Boy, what a windbag.
Let's move.
The Invid are here!
Let's get out of here. Run
Stop him, somebody!
Come on, what the heck is wrong with this thing?
Just calm down and stop bashing away at it.
What?
Treat it gently.
What do you mean treat it gently?
I can't escape it. And I thought I'd never be fighting again.
Well, I can't say too much for our attitude, but that lady sure can handle a cyclone. Okay, gently, gently now. That's better. Scott, over here! Not very persistent, are they?
Hey! Yeah? You were never a member of the Space Battalions, were you?
Yeah?
Well, can you fly a Veritech?
What? Do you have one?
Mm-hmm.
I'll be back as soon as I can.
Uh-oh. Brother, if I hang around with this guy long enough, I'm gonna get myself killed for sure.
What's the matter? Your joints rusting up on you or something?
Huh? Oh no, I was just trying to say...
You really aren't much use at all, are you?
Hey now, wait a minute, sister. It's not like I'm even supposed to be here. Technically, I'm a non-combatant. Did you know that? Did I ever tell you about the time I fought off 3 Invid patrols all by myself?
Are you all right?
It's a good thing you came back. I thought I'd been abandoned here.
Actually, it was all Lunk's idea.
Impossible. Lunk would never risk his neck for anybody. Come on, Spider, you're pulling my leg.
No, it's true.
Huh? I guess sometimes you can be wrong about people.
Stop whining, you little
Hey, boss, look. Now your knees are knocking. Quiet! It's because I'm mad, bonehead. Mad. Yeah, boss, yeah.
What are you hanging around for anyway? What do you want from them? I'm warning you, I can get very jealous.
Believe me, there's absolutely nothing for you to be jealous of.
Oh, well then it's okay. You can hang around as much as you want.
There it is. Hurry up.
An Alpha Fighter!
Climb on, she's ready to fly.
You gotta be kidding. Who's been maintaining it?
Hey, listen, I'm not as stupid as I seem to be. I'm a certified bio-maintenance engineer. I mean, I used to be. Trust me, this baby will fly like a dream.
All right, let's give it a try. Everything seems to be in order. Oh no! I'll never be able to power up fast enough to get her out of here. That's all the time I needed. Got it.
See? I told you it'd fly.
What in the blue blazes is that thing?
An Alpha Fighter.
It's a what? What's going on?
He's changing to Battloid.
Look, are you okay?
There you are! Oh, Lunk, I knew they wouldn't get you! I knew you'd come back to me! I've decided you're the only one for me!
Well, thanks. I wish I could say the same. You're a little young for me. Anyway, I've got other plans. I've decided to go with him, Kevin.
You're what?
Yeah, I'm sick of sneaking around like a frightened little weasel. Face it, Kevin, I'm a soldier after all. It's time I started acting like one.
But Lunk, use your head, will you? If the Invid don't get you, the Army will. Either way, you lose. Don't you see that?
Yeah, but I gotta go.
And I thought you were special.
Huh?
You're a big disappointment.
But I thought I was the man of your dreams, Annie.
Oh, I made a decision a long time ago. I'll never marry a soldier.
The kid's no dummy, that's for sure.
I'm coming too. Don't be ridiculous. This is no job for a cocktail lounge chorus girl.
There's a lot more to me than meets the eye.
The only thing I see is a woman in a slinky outfit.
Wrong on both counts, mister. I've got something to show you.
What are you talking about?
Huh? Is she doing what I think she's doing?
Hey, you stop that!
Well, she's right about one thing. She's not wearing no slinky outfit anymore.
Oh, what's she doing? Listen, I don't know what you're trying to prove with all this, but it's not going to do you any good. You hear me? You can stop this little game right now because we're not taking you with us, and that's final. Huh?
It's amazing!
Yellow Dancer?
You can start by calling me Lancer. I think the name suits me a little better. Now then, my new friends, I hope there are no further objections to my tagging along with you.
Oh no, I can't believe it! How could you do this to me? Your biggest fan!
In the next episode of Robotech, the Invid have trapped Scott Bernard and his band of freedom fighters in a secluded forest. The dangers mount as the new Robotech defenders must try and protect themselves against the aliens and the forces of nature. Be watching next time for Survival, the next dramatic chapter in the adventures of Robotech.